Gerry Hayden was a natural. He's a natural-born chef. And he brought really great food in a fine dining setting and made it approachable.
Gerry Hayden is really an instigator. He was an instigator, and in the best way possible. He would sort of drag along people into his vision.
Gerry Hayden was extremely knowledgeable, intelligent, efficient. He was a quintessential chef. What made Gerry different is he was a chef among chefs. He was someone who other chefs and restaurant owners would call and tap in because they needed people like him. So it's not like a diner was calling him a chef. Other people who were called chef. The first time I met Gerry, I was terrified. He came out to the table and I don't know, he just had like this aura about him from the first time that we met and spoke. I worked next to Gerry for 2.5 years while he was healthy on the line, and I went from being a prep cook to a sous chef for him. And so 5 nights a week, 6 to 7 nights a week in the summertime, I cooked next to him for 10 to 12 hours a day. He taught me almost everything I know. Ins and outs, goods and bads. He not only shaped me as a cook, but as a person. I could go to him about anything in life, and he was knowledgeable and honest and open, and if he didn't have an answer for me, he'd find it out. And he was always there for me. He was one of, if not the best person I'd ever met in my life, next to my mom and dad.
Gerry was the first. He was the first who really brought farm to table out here to the North Fork. And we were happy and lucky enough to be part of that with Gerry.
We started selling to the restaurant in 2010. They started buying eggs from us that year, and so we met Chef once they started buying from us. And you know, we didn't really know him that well in the beginning, but as we continued to farm out here, we definitely grew a stronger relationship with Chef Hayden and with the restaurant. He really wanted everything done the right way, and he was really excited to see all the new things happening out here and to be a part of it along with us. You know, I can't imagine that we would have achieved the success that we have achieved without Chef Hayden's help and the restaurant. And just the collaboration. The collaboration was so important. It taught me so much about how we can all work together.
So Gerry Hayden was diagnosed with ALS in the beginning of 2011, and clearly it rocked everyone's world. He was a champion at trying to sponsor and fund research. And he did some amazing work in that.
I didn't meet him before he was sick, so that's what I saw. And he was just a giant in that sense, like such a positive person. I mean, somebody going through what he went through, he always had, and even the days that he was like, you know, this sucks. And he was open about it and honest and vulnerable, and he let himself be that way. But he was also so strong and like positive and always thinking of new ideas, like tomorrow's gonna come. And it was really inspiring to watch that.
Once he got diagnosed with ALS and he really lost a lot of mobility, so he could no longer be in his kitchen as much as he'd like to, he went out and found another way to be a part of the food community. And he did that by creating a farmer's market. You know, Chef had his diagnosis, was getting sicker and sicker, but he was always there. And he was so brave, and he always put himself out there. He knew how important it was. You know, I'm always amazed at how strong he was, that he stayed with it. That whole season he was with us at that market, and it really meant so much to the community. And he became such a part of the community through that market.
Till this day, I'm waiting for him to walk in the back of the restaurant and tell me that I'm doing something wrong. There's always the voice in the back of my head telling me to do something better. What I got from him was self-awareness, self-reflection, and progress. To constantly look at ourselves and to try to be the best that we can, and to never be satisfied with it. Always keep pushing, because it's what he did.
He was just as much a part of our family as he was a part of our business.
I feel like, you know, anybody would pinpoint Gerry as, you know, the guy who brought everybody together, the farmers and the chefs. And, you know, he encouraged all of these small experiments and businesses, and he really tried to reach out to people and use his restaurant as a platform for, you know, all of these people. And it's something that I know Gerry started and he believed in so deeply, and working together and that sense of community, and his farmers market that he would start doing. And now there's like this kind of new wave of entrepreneurs out here starting to take that path, and I think he started it. Like, I know he sees it, you know, like wherever he is, like, I think I'm so happy to think that he can watch this develop, because it's happening.